Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to George Bush, one of the really nice airports in Flight Sim 2024. And if we look over to our left here, slowly, we have a PMDG 737-800 in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Look at the beauty of this beautiful PMDG 737-800, again in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Look at the grace and the gloriness, is that a word, of the 737 from PMDG 800. This is truly a remarkable aircraft here at George Bush. Let us jump in to the cockpit of the 737-800, the PMDG, in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Let us see the glory that is the PMDG 737-800, again, in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. And now let us be sad that we actually can't do anything with it. So, welcome to the stream, welcome Irishman, welcome Jay. This is, of course, the PMDG 737, as I said many of times. It is finally, sorta, kinda, maybe working in 2024, thanks to the sim update that came out. So, what's working? Well, you can turn it on, the avionics work, the little switches turn, right? All that jazz. The little computer dudes here work. However, a major flaw right now is that unfortunately, you cannot set up a flight plan. You cannot set up a flight plan. And I also cannot go back. Oh, here we go. So, for example, in this flight, it would be, let's see, KIAH as origin, and bam, not in database, unfortunately. So you cannot set up a flight plan. However, if you go to requesting here, you can set the payload, you can set the fuel, you can select a route. No, you can't select a route, can't even do that. So it's kind of partly working. Again, you can start up this dude now. It is somewhat functional, you can fly it around. But as of right now, it does not actually do anything in terms of the flight. Actually, it looks like the rudder pedals don't work either. The yoke works. Rudder pedal, oh, there you go. Alright, they're going. So the rudder pedals do work, okay. Kinda. Oh, they don't work if I hold the mouse button. That's crazy. Throttle work? Oh, okay, so throttles work too. So anyways, this is just a teaser. I was in their Discord, and apparently people have gotten it to work, and I want to see if I can get it to work. And yeah, it does work. It's flyable now. The cockpit is accessible. The same with the 777. It also is, but you cannot set up a flight plan. And on top of that, the views, the custom views you set up, they do not save. So I went through here and I set up all my views. I was super excited. And my shortcuts don't work, so that is what it is. But welcome to welcome to another Microsoft Flight Sim stream. This is not the plane we'll be taking today, but yes, we are in the Sim Update 1 that was released yesterday. This was a unexpected stream this morning, but after that came out, I had to try it, and of course, got to do a stream. So let's jump into the aircraft we will be choosing today, which is the Airbus A320 from Phoenix. The lovely 320. And then we'll talk a little bit about the update that has come out for 2024. So we're going to do the Phoenix and go through this boring setup here really quick. We are going to be using Beyondatc, as we typically do. The LLM's really, really cool. And I've been a fan now of recently the Spotlight livery. For those who do have the 737 and do want to go fly it, if your yoke sticks to the left and the tablet's not showing up, one of the tricks I've found out is if you go to the identification here and change your number, your tail number and flight number. And that honestly, that's the big thing that fixed that issue for me. It's really weird, but hey, it works. All right, again, we are going to depart from George W. Don't ask me why we're doing this flight. I kind of just randomly picked a flight out of my head. Picked an airport, and it's like, all right, let's do that. And let's do a short little hop. We'll do gate Bravo 17. You get to see exactly how I do my gate decision. I just pick a gate. There's nothing more to that. I just pick a gate. But Sim Update 1, the beta, has been pretty good in my opinion. I had an issue. It was my second launch up of it. I had an issue with it not loading. I also had, geez, the stutter's real. I had an issue with, let's get beyond ATC going. I had an issue with the loading bar sticking at 60%, I think it was, and just froze. I also had an issue loading into a flight. It was my third flight loading into that one. It just froze. So a couple freezes. I had the initial shutdown, so I went to main menu to do another flight or exit the sim. It locked up there too. So a couple of those freezes are kind of back. I'm sure all will be sorted out as time goes forward. But they've had a pretty good amount of things that have been fixed. Wasm, as we see in the 777 there, or not 777, the 737, made some adjustments to that so that things are a little bit better overall. So that might be the big step that the dudes over at iFly and PMDG need to bring over the 777 to 2024 and actually have it operational, fully operational, I should say. So there's that good news that we might soon enough see that plane in the sim. What was the other big thing that was changed? So you can, if you have an NVIDIA card, you can download the latest DLS files that are meant for the 50 series. If you have Cyberpunk, there was recently an update for that. You can copy over the DLS files into 2024. Some people have seen an improvement with instruments. Some people have had improvement with ghosting showing up or not showing up. And some people have had some improvements with performance overall. I have not tested that personally. Keep that in mind. One big thing though now in 2024 is that you can actually do the weather live and adjust the time to whatever your liking is. So they are separated now and it works substantially better than in the past. So super excited about that. There were a bunch of little optimization tweaks throughout the update. And I know some people are disappointed that there wasn't more. And you got to realize that Sobos, when they do these updates, I'm not trying to defend them by any means, but when they do these updates, they also have to do it so that it's a stable update for everyone. And if you add and cram too much stuff in there, it leads to potentially more issues down the road. So I'd rather them focus on core things. One of the things was the weather, right? Fix the multiplayer, fix the real-time traffic, stuff like that. There is a known issue though at select airports. I'm not seeing it here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here, but at select airports in the Sim Update 1, unless they've done something server side from last night, is that the airport markings, so normally what they do is for airports they have like some sort of code that kills out the satellite imagery, so that what you're seeing in here is from the sim itself, like the scenery itself, third party, or the default stuff. Well, at some airports it's showing double markers because it's also doing the satellite imagery. So again, unless they fix that overnight, I don't see that they did. But unless they did that overnight, that's then a known issue with the sim update. But outside that, like it's been pretty good. It's been one of the best sim updates I've used for in terms of beta, and all has been grand there. Let's go into the Phoenix here and get started on this beautiful flight. We're 4 minutes late, right? We're departing at 5 STTA. No, we got 5 minutes to go. No, wait. I can't read this. Okay, anyways. Load the aircraft Instapopper. And then we'll go here, here, here. And let's get this all going. There is a new video up on the channel, but if you did watch this stream yesterday, it's pretty much everything that was in there. I did a quick LLM video for Beyondatc. And it's as glorious as always. The video didn't turn out as well as I hoped it would, as I had an issue with the audio, but it's workable. It's workable. Is it me, or does it look like the individual plane traffic drags the image as... Wait, hold on. Is it me, or does it look like the individual plane traffic drags the image as it's moving? Plane traffic drags the image. Are you talking about like a ghosting effect? Like in the sky? I think that would be, well, at least for me, it'd be DLSS. As part of having fake frames. In artifacts is what it's called. Oh, jeez. Well, this isn't going to work for us, is it? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're in the way. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we're just gonna have to slew over just a little bit, I guess. Or I guess we could have slew back. Stall. That'll work. I forgot. Yeah, that was an issue I had before when I came to this airport. Ground. I'm gonna reconnect that dude. More the far away visually looking at the planes. Yeah, if you have DLSS, then yes. Alright, it's available, so let's go externals off then. Alright, it's going down here. And we're going to go to init. Request it. And flight number is JetBlue. 5 or 6 time. We're going to be cost index of what? Looks like the image stretching as it moving. On my stream or in your stream? Or in your on your sim. And 280 for that. Okay. Good. And like DLSS is great, but you know, it does come with issues. It's unfortunate. But the new one, the new DLSS that came out for the 50 series apparently fixes a lot of that. I did watch a couple hours, well, an hour or so of Kip's stream last night, and he was having issues with it, he thinks. So he just disabled it. The new DLSS. Again, I haven't tested to see if that is an issue or not. Okay, so that's all good there. We're departing runway 15 left. I think I'll talk to Beyondatc today for this flight. It's not a super long one. It's a short little hop. So I think I'll talk to it. Via the Whalen. Okay. And KSAT 13 right. Cuervo 1. And Whalen transition, which is good. Okie dokie. How's the transition looking here? We got the Whalen transition, so we can clear that out. Okay. Okie dokie. This is a problem though. Oh, I didn't do this, is why. Okay, okay. It's okay. It's okay, folks. We'll get there. IRS is aligned. Oh, we have GPS. All right. See, real weather is enabled because you see the QNH change there. And I think it's time to get our ATIS information. Shadowy. So 12405 on the ATIS.
Continental H Airport information, Quebec.
Quebec.
15050. Wind
1281.
10.
Houston clearance. Hello from JetBlue 516. I see there's an American next to me. Can you tell me what aircraft that is? Let's give that a try.
JetBlue 516, I don't have that information available. Please maintain proper radio discipline.
Well, someone's got attitude this morning. That's pretty funny. Houston clearance, JetBlue 516, ready to pick up our IFR.
JetBlue 516, Houston clearance cleared to San Antonio. Pitts 5 departure with the whale in transition, then is filed. Climb via side. Departure frequency 127.125, squawk 161 tree.
One thing I wish is fixed at some point in the life of Beyondatc is the SID, side, that kind of stuff. We are cleared to San Antonio. The Pitts 7 departure, whale in transition, then is filed. We're going to climb via the SID, departure 127.125, squawk 1613, JetBlue 516. One thing with the Phoenix, if something isn't working correctly, it's pilot air.
516, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7.
Jay, you are 100%
ready for
correct.
Pushback or engine start.
Over to 121.7, JetBlue 516. Thank you. That's the cool thing, yeah, about the Phoenix. It is. Well, it's always my fault. Jay, I don't remember if you were in last night when I was landing the last flight. I guess yesterday afternoon. Definitely my fault. I came in too hot. Definitely my fault. All right, so we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go to pre-plan. And we're gonna push it back in, and we have no markings, so we're gonna guesstimate. This is a pretty far one, I believe, so we're gonna go about here. We're gonna guesstimate on this. We're gonna see how well we do. It's the best part of it all. We're gonna push that over here. Everything else is set up, ready to go, right? I think so. All right, let's do it. Houston ground. I see there is a United Express next to me. Can you tell me what aircraft that is? This is JetBlue 516. Let's see if ground knows. Ground should know, right?
JetBlue 516,
Hey.
the aircraft next to you is a Embraer 145, call sign Commute Air 4854, currently shut down at George Bush Intercontinental.
That's pretty cool. So it knew exactly what I said. Seems to be a little faster than yesterday, too. Houston ground, JetBlue 516, ready for pushback and engine start.
JetBlue 516, Houston ground, pushback approved, face south.
Face south, JetBlue 516, thank you. South will be the other way. Alright, let's go south then. Let's go south. Let's make him happy. Must be doing a different taxi. Let's go right here. Alright, request and hold. Let's go. Go on down yonder. Turn on this guy. Turn this guy. That up. That. You know what? I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually remembering to do engine 1 first. That's quite surprising to me. Also quite alarming as well. That's not what I want. Go here. And we're going to go here. This guy. This guy. Load sheets. Gonna take a look at him. I'm not gonna load. I know I'm supposed to accept them, but I don't accept them. I decline them. And then let's look at the charts real quick, because I want to do this more so y'all can see what's going on. It is not a freeware. No, nope, sorry. But it's the best money you can spend in this sim. I think Jay can agree with that one for sure.
Please securely stow your personal items underneath the seat in front of you. Be sure seatbelts are fastened, seat backs and tray tables are upright.
Alright, so we're expecting 1.5 left right here. But we want, they told us to go face to south, which is kind of weird. Looks like I'm pushing back a little farther than I'm supposed to. My guesstimation was slightly off. Engine 2 coming on board. Not too terrible. In between both of them. Alright, well, we'll see what they decide to give us. Actually, we're kind of facing east now. South would have been this way. Yeah, that works. I think I should have probably gone the other way. Alright, parking, or so auto brakes are max, and we'll go down to flaps 1. I like to buy everything. The Phoenix, the PMDG, okay, so if you want a 737, if you don't have a 737, you want one, but you don't know if you're actually going to use it very much. Personally, the max, but for the price, the 737-600 from the PMDG is hard to beat. It's a plane that's not used that often, so that's why they have it so cheap. I normally fly the 700. I know people that mostly fly 800. But the iFly Max is freaking awesome. I'm hoping soon that comes to 2024. Houston ground, JetBlue 516 ready to taxi.
JetBlue 516, runway 15 left taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Runway 15 left via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, JetBlue 516. What is going on with the alias you set this command?
Negative taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey
Whoa.
Whiskey.
Runway 15 left via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, JetBlue 516. Doesn't like apron, I don't think.
Negative taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, JetBlue 516. Let's try it again.
Negative
Well, now I'm curious what it doesn't like. I'm gonna try no apron. Runway 15 left via Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, JetBlue 516.
Negative taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey.
Huh, I wonder what it doesn't like. Taxi via apron, Romeo Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Whiskey Whiskey, JetBlue 516. We'll see if we separate it. Okay, so we've seen it all combined. Okay, that's one of the rare times, I was going to say earlier, it's impressive how fast I can talk and it understands me. But it just got it all jumbled up. Alright, so let's look, where are we going? Whiskey Bravo. Where are we? No, Romeo Bravo. Romeo Bravo is right here. So let's take this little pen here. Romeo Bravo. Hey. What's going on? There you go. Romeo Bravo. And Whiskey Bravo, which is here. And then Whiskey Whiskey. So up here and here. Alright, that's where we're going. Got it. Cool. APU bleed. And that off. Taxi lights on. Let's get flying soon enough. It's a bad trait of mine. I think all of us simmers, it's a bad trait. It's a great fun hobby to have. Obviously. And if you don't think so, you're crazy. But it can be a little pricey. Especially as you get more excited about the sim, right? Tend to spend more money. Like I've said the story before. 5 years ago, I had a Thrustmaster, one of those Thrustmaster combo joystick and throttle thingies. You know, it's like $30, $40, maybe, I don't know, 50 maybe. I used that. Was happy with it. Didn't have any add-on planes. Was happy with that. And then I got sucked into it all. I was a late follower to the Phoenix. Super late with that, for sure. I think I was there day one for the 737. And even the 777, even though I've only flown the 777 like 4 times. Have the Mad Dog, don't really fly that a lot. Had the 727, but I got that for free because I was part of the beta test with them. I was day one with the Kodiak, the PC-12, from SWS. So what is best website to get the best all-around planes? Best website? Well, there's a website.
JetBlue 516.
1 second here.
Tower 127.3.
127.3 JetBlue 516. Thank you.
My pleasure. Enjoy your flight.
Oh, enjoy your flight. Let me get over here, and then I'm gonna bring up that site. What is that site called? I have it bookmarked. Alright, this website is the best website you could possibly imagine because it has all of the add-ons, but it has the best price. So that's why I think it's the best one. Yep, I collect aircraft in Sim, have a long list including ones I've never flown. Yeah, Jay, I'm with you. You're not exactly helping the matter. Alright, Houston Tower, the JetBlue 516, ready to go, runway 15 left.
JetBlue 516, Houston Tower, wind calm, fly heading 210, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff.
15 left, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 516. There we go. Alright, folks. Hold on to your butts. It's a beautiful day here in the, where are we at? Houston area. I'm still a little mad that I couldn't go to the expo last year. Flight Sim Expo in Vegas. I really wanted to. I know it was for the better. But it is what it is. I also planned on going to the Houston one, but was dealing with the health issues. Long in the past now. Alright, coming up on V1. And rotating. And we have some positive rate. Gear going on up. And we're going to heading 210 on departure. 210 over to the right. Alright, good solid departure here. Climb the lever it wants.
JetBlue 516, contact Houston departure, see you.
Over to departure, JetBlue 516, see ya. Departure, good morning from JetBlue 516. We're passing 2,000, climbing via the SID.
JetBlue 516, Houston departure, radar contact, clear direct JLO, resume the pits 5.
Direct J-Lo. Resume the pits 5, JetBlue 516. Alright, we are cleared to the J-Lo. And flaps coming on up. Spoilers being disarmed. With over 100 aircraft, you only fly the Phoenix, Builds, ATR, Sky Carrier, and a couple of GA. Yeah, I'm with you. That's your. That's about what I fly. I don't fly the ATR very much though. I did when it first came out, but that's about my thing. Although recently it's been the Phoenix and the Kodiak. Alright, so we're going to normal there. We're climbing via the SID. What's the SID say? 15? 15 on the SID. Why isn't there snow on the ground in Houston? Do you use live? Yeah, I think the seasons are broken, Irishman. I think they're broken. I did, last night I did a flight somewhere on the East Coast or somewhere around there. I can't remember exactly, but there's supposed to be snow there. I did a flight the other day in Minnesota, and there was supposed to be snow there. So yeah, I think the seasons is broken and the snow is broken. They had that same issue with 2020, and then they had to get some patch to get it fixed, and they did. But by that time, like, winter was over for the U.S., which is where I normally fly. Also, I think this year's just been really weird with weather because I'm in the Chicago area, and we maybe got an inch or so yesterday. I don't think the sim's showing that though, but we really haven't had any snow this year. It's come for a day and then gone. This snow is going to be gone probably this weekend. Oh shoot, I forgot to turn the landing lights on. I'm gonna get dinged. I'm gonna get dinged on that one. Alright, we have 10,000 feet. I'm going to do AP at this point just to help me out. Alright, let's go over here. So here we are on our departure. Let's turn that off, don't need that. What are we doing here? We are doing... What are we doing? Weed. Alright, so we're going out here. 13,000, 12 to 8, what's that say? Okay, 12. Okay. Should we get a handoff momentarily to approach? Yeah, so Jay, I fly, not I fly, not get it, the I fly Max, that's a bad joke. I fly the Phoenix primarily right now. I was doing a little bit of the A300, but there is a bug with the 306.
JetBlue 516, contact Houston Center 119.175.
Center 119.175, JetBlue 516, see ya. Center, good morning from JetBlue 516, passing 14,000, climbing via the SID.
JetBlue 516, Houston Center, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Flight level 280, JetBlue 516. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so the 306, it has a bug with 2024. If you're using the version that's built for 2024, if you like the strobe lights or the nav, one of the two or both, I can't remember exactly which one, but it causes an FPS drop if you go externally on the aircraft. The FPS eventually recovers, but it's a known issue that they said they'll eventually get fixed. So I'm assuming they're just waiting for additional stuff. Although it might be fixed now because they're with the beta here. That'll be an interesting test to try. Maybe I'll try that this weekend. Alright, so as you see, it's a super short hop. We're expecting runway 13 right. Let's see if we can get that confirmed. Houston Center, JetBlue 516. Which runway are we expecting into San Antonio?
JetBlue 516, San Antonio's active arrival runways are 04 and 13 right.
Okay, so we have 4 and 13 right, so we could get either one on the arrival. And it's super cool to have that feature now. G aircraft, I like Kodiak Cows, DA-42 and the TBM 850. I need to get into the what's the it's a PC-12 NG, right? Or is it NG? The one with the glass cockpit in 2024? I think SWS was working on one as well. I need to figure that out because that would be fun to fly. I've done the what's it called? Shoot, Vision Jet. I've done the Vision Jet in the career mode with 2024. I don't know. I don't know if I really like the plane or not. I thought I would be super excited about the Learjet that's available that you can purchase, but it's early access and there's some issues with it from everything I've watched, and I'm not as excited as I thought I would be. The same was with the 727. When the 727 was announced, I was like, yeah, finally a 727. I've been wanting to fly that for a long time. And I don't know if it's just because it's a freighter version or what, but I didn't find myself as excited to actually fly it. And you know, there's so many people excited about the what's coming out, the 350, right? So many people excited about that plane, and maybe I'm one of the few that are not. I don't know. I'm not a long haul person. I've said this before, which is why, as good as this 777 is from PMDG, I just don't fly it. And the plane is fantastic. My first flight with it, actually it was my second flight with it. I think I did a stream with it, and the only complaint I had was there was a little bit of performance hit compared to the 737.
Endeavour 5262, contact Houston Center 132.15.
Contact
When you collected and never used.
2.15, Endeavour 5262.
I definitely, I've probably done, I would say 10 to 15 flights with it. But there were just a handful of bugs with it that were really frustrating me. One was, initially you couldn't disable the AP sometimes. It could just be stuck on and eventually just turn itself off. So you're coming on approach and you disable the AP, but it's not disabled. And then when it decides to finally disable itself, you have 300 feet to recover. Another issue is sometimes you can't enable the AP. There was that issue as well. Sometimes the localizer wouldn't capture, the glide slope wouldn't capture. Just weird little bugs like that hurt the overall immersion of flying. And I get there are gonna be issues with planes. It's gonna happen. We're in a sim. These are complex things. And it's not like these are $1 million companies working on these aircrafts. A lot of it's a small team. But some of the things like that is what killed me with the 727. It sounds cool, looks cool, hand flies really nicely. But some of those were showstoppers. I know they're working on. Well, they had a compatibility version for 2024. They've since pulled it because there was some issues. So I know they're working on that. I still have that version on my system, but I haven't really flown it for a while. I don't know. I don't know what plane, like new plane. I don't know what new plane I'm excited to see come out. Let's program in some stuff here. So, we have the 3052. What I like about the McDo here for this aircraft versus the iFly is I can just type in 3052 without the point. With the iFly, you have to do the point, or dot, however you'd like to call it. The same with the runways. In the iFly, you have to do, if it's runway 2, you have to do 02. You can't just do 2 left or 2 right. You have to do 0 in front of it. No big deal, but I'm just being nitpicky at this point. So here, I could probably just do 2 for the temperature. Let's test it. Bam. Winds are 310 at 5. Let's try that too at just 5. I normally do 0.5. Yep, go. And the barrel is what? What am I? 35 right. Expecting 35 right. 1009. Okie dokie. Let's look at the charts for the arrival, shall we? Arrival, Cuervo 1. We're expecting 13 right, which is up here, so 6,000. Cool. And landing here, exit to the right. Nice, easy taxi. If all goes as planned. 6,000. Cool. Does the ES plane work in freelance now? Does the ES plane? What's the ES plane? Does the ES plane? I'm lost, John, sorry. Alright, getting close to top of descent. We'll see if Beyondatc gives us a top of descent. It's also really quiet today, too. And Houston is my time, you know, real time, local.
516, contact Houston Center 132.15.
132.15, JetBlue 516, see ya. Houston Center, a very good morning from JetBlue 516. We are flight level 280.
JetBlue 516, Houston Center, roger.
I gotta figure out what's going on with the Nightbot. I don't know why I keep saying that. Let's see what I broke. I did some stuff yesterday. So I must have broken something. ES30. I don't know. That's a good question. Whoop. I wonder what I broke. Okay, I'm back. Had to walk into the office. Kind of playing hooky today. You know what's funny is whenever I call off from work, not all the time, but sometimes they ask me when I go back, did I play hooky because there's a new plane that came out? I find that hilarious. Hilarious. I wonder what I broke. Yeah, I don't know. I know I did something, I just don't remember what I did. I clearly broke something. Alright, we're just passing top of the descent, looks like. Well, I'll look at eventually. It's the 4 prop. Oh. It should, right? Houston Center, JetBlue 516, ready for descent.
JetBlue 516, descend via Cuervo 1 arrival, San Antonio Airport, landing runway 13 right, altimeter 3052.
I don't know if I like that voice. Descend via Cuervo 1, runway 13 right, JetBlue 516. Late to the party, what's this update? What's new? So, this is the Sim Update 1 beta, what's the other word? How's the other way you can say it? Beta, I don't know, I can't think of it now. But anyways, so optimization, and then one of the big things is the you can adjust have real time,
American 564,
or
Houston Center, copy.
sorry, how am I trying to say this? You can have weather be
American 564,
real weather,
Houston Center,
but
132.8.
adjust whatever time you want to have. And that before it was if you adjusted the slider, it would adjust the weather too. So that's a big thing. But there's a lot of big little optimization fixes throughout it. A couple of planes got some adjustments. The G1000, apparently it's been fixed. So in the G1000, it had a dot for your plane, and now it's actually showing the plane. I haven't confirmed if that's fixed or not, but that is what the notes show. Some lighting things have been fixed as well. I'm not quite sure what that means. Can you have both beta and non-beta versions on the PC via the store? No, unfortunately not. I wish they had that. I said that. I said that on a stream a while back ago that I was hoping they would do that at some point, because some people want to experiment, right? Try it, but if it's so bad, you know, they don't want to like ruin their experience of flight simming. Thankfully, with 2024, it's a small download, relatively small. So, you know, get out of the beta, uninstall, reinstall, good to go. Last time I was this involved was back in 2015. A lot has changed. Yeah, I'm with you. 2015.
November 652.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I was even involved with 2015, honestly. I took a pretty long hiatus. I got back into it 2017, about. I think I got out of it in 2012, 2011, maybe somewhere around there. Beta. The betas. Yeah, but John, I wish that was an option. I really do. Maybe in the future. But I'm impressed so far. Like, it's been pretty smooth. A couple little hiccups here and there, but nothing amazing that's like game breaking. I was gonna bring up the, if I can find it real quick. Here we go. So this is Flight Sim. This is MSFS add-ons.com. They just break things down for slow people like me. So here's fixes. The icon, like I said, for the G1000 now appears to be a proper plane instead of the generic dot. The infamous giant trees have been fixed. Textures and stuff less blurry. Improvements to for developers. This is huge for the WASM crashes. So this is huge for the PMDG and probably for the iFly. Career mode stuff, correcting time missions, so night flights, resolve errors, simplified ATC for unnecessary instructions, improve scoring. Certain planes got fixed, so fuel systems, glass cockpits have been fixed. The helicopter, which I've yet to fly a helicopter in 2024. Rain effects on windshield now fully functional, which is cool. Visual fidelity. Yeah, this is something I've seen. Better ground texture, sharper photogrammetry. I'm seeing that for sure. So this is a big deal. So the ground, so that big improvements with the ground. And then this is how to join the beta. And then here's all the things that they fixed. And like I said, some people are all mad because the list isn't that big. It still doesn't fix the axis thing, where if you go into your controls to see the axis moving, it doesn't fix that still, which kind of sucks. But like, I feel this looks better right now. I do feel. Slight improvement. Nothing crazy, but improvement nevertheless. Last time I tried stuff, an experiment, it cost me a lot of money. Were you able to fly PMDG? Mine does not show. So you can get into the PMDG 737 and the 777. You can start it up, but you cannot program it. So you can't load a route into the system. It just says nav data outdated. 125.65, JetBlue 516. Have a good morning. Houston Center, a very good morning from JetBlue 516, passing flight level 189, descending via Quavo 1.
JetBlue 516, Houston Center, roger.
You know, I said this one of the other weeks.
Spirit Wings 1597, contact Houston Center 120.
I was watching a streamer, a YouTube streamer.
Contact Houston Center 120.
I'm sure he got paid off or got a free copy of Say Intentions. But he was, trying to talk normally, but it wouldn't understand him. And he has a pretty normal accent, nothing heavy. He's, nothing that'd be too difficult, nothing thick, right? But it was struggling to come to understand him. And I think about with Beyondatc, other than the taxi instructions earlier where it couldn't figure out the separation, I normally don't have issues with it. Now I know that Jay, I think you were saying you had some issues with it before, right? Can't you load it from the EFB? No. You can request it in the EFB, but you can't load it from the EFB. Well, maybe you can in the 777. I don't know. 125.1, JetBlue 516, see ya. See how fast I'm talking there? Very normal. San Antonio approach, JetBlue 516. What is the weather information, please? Because I forgot to grab it.
JetBlue 516 San Antonio Center. Weather at destination is winds 355 degrees, visibility 10 miles, temperature 02.
It's not giving me what I wanted to give me. Alright, well, let's see if we can grab it from here. My flight, the Mita, arrival.
Southwest 2046, lead McCarty heading 225. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 4.
Lead MCRTY heading 225. Expect radar vectors.
Trying to set the weather forward here.
Southwest 2046.
Am I just crazy? Huh. Alright, well, let's, we gotta get ATIS. 1189. 1189.
San Antonio. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
San Antonio approach, good morning from JetBlue 516. We have information November on board. And we just passed Marks and are descending via Quavo 1. Beyondatc is what I'm using.
JetBlue 516, roger. Continue on Cuervo 1 arrival. Maintain current altitude until further advised.
That sounds like a weird response back. Let's try this again. San Antonio approach, JetBlue 516, information November. We're descending via Quavo 1.
Southwest 2046, descend and maintain 5,000, altimeter 3052 vectors for the approach.
Descend and maintain 5,000, altimeter 3052.
For more
Southwest 2046.
information, John, there is Beyondatc.
JetBlue 516 San Antonio approach.
Okay.
Altimeter 3052.
I think I got a little bit confused. I was adding a little too much to that.
13 right.
Expect the visual 13 right, JetBlue 516. Is that Stephen Hawkins on the ATC? That's good. Next week, I believe, I'm going to throw a spoiler out there, but I believe next week we will have a giveaway. A giveaway. Actually, I have a giveaway. I just haven't done it yet. So we might have 2 giveaways next week. I have an idea for a video I'm going to do for a giveaway thing. So we'll have a video and then we'll do a stream that has a giveaway. So Tuesday will be the next stream, unless I decide to stream tomorrow or Sunday. Whoa, 6 minutes? That's baloney. But I'm going to go with probably Tuesday. Alright, so we're getting visuals here into San Antonio. Next week as well, I'll get the peripheral video up, or cam up as well. So I'll have a webcam so you can see the honeycomb and the alpha. I just need to figure out the best spot to place it. That's my issue. I had an idea, but the webcam I was going to use is broken for some reason. So I'm gonna have to bring out the good old trusty DSLR and do it that way until I decide to actually get a webcam. Our airport is up here on the left of us. Give me heat back, it's freezing down here. Yeah, I'm telling you, it does look better. This looks much more like 2020. So I don't know. It's weird that this is an issue because it's cloud-based. So it's so weird that they had to do a sim update to fix that issue. I could use a giveaway. Hello on my own. That's awesome. All right, John. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Next week. Well, I might get a video up this weekend for giveaway number 1 up on the channel. So keep tuned to the channel. I had another video I'm going to put up too. I have a queue of some videos. There were some member-only ones that I forgot to release to the general public. So I'm doing those ones in stages, but I do have 2 other videos in the pipeline I need to work on. I just need a little bit more time to work on it. I need stuff to stop coming out so I don't have to stream. We had Beyondatc with the LLM, and now we have the Sim Update 1. Negative 25 last night. Holy smokes, John. Where are you? What's the weather here? The weather where I am is 9 degrees. Blistering 9 degrees. It was cold last week though, for sure. I used to live in Minnesota. And we moved to Illinois 4 years ago. A little over 4 years ago. And one thing I'm proud of still is that I haven't became a quote-unquote freeze baby. You know, when it's 30 degrees and people are like, oh my god, it's so cold. Like, you don't have any idea what it is. Oh, the Irishman, you're down in Texas, right? You're down south. That's cold for south for sure. My cousin, he moved from Florida up north here. And it took him a little bit to get used to the temperatures for sure. Off the mountainside, not far from Mount Washington. Ah, okay. Alright, so we are in approach mode for speed, so that's good. We're swinging on over to the right. And I'm trying to think, I've done this approach with FS HUD, and it was pretty good. And I know I've done this with Beyondatc as well, and it was pretty decent. But we cannot descend any farther than 6,000 at this point. Yeah, I think what was cool about FS HUD is it brought me out farther. So it had me go out here past Crane. Had me go out here, and then let me do the descent to swing on into Nugget. Because Nugget, we want to be at about 4,000. So if we look at our chart over here, Navigraph. Yeah, so 6,000 we're stuck at until they give us clearance to descend further, but we need to make our turn on over to land 13 right. And we're expecting the visual. And then Nugget, right there. So, yeah, I think FS HUD brought me out here, and then we swung back in. We'll see if this happens. Anything under 70 and we break out the snowsuits. Yeah, but you know, if it's not common, if it's not normal, even for the winter months, I get it. I totally get it. See, like, for the southern states, it's the cold. For the northern states, it's the heat. I feel. Definitely for me. I've been a northern body the majority of my life, with the exception of 1 year where I lived down in Florida. And I don't count that as a year of adjustment. But that's definitely the heat. Anything over 100, and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I will enjoy the north, and I will never complain about the cold unless it's minus whatever. If it's something minus, if it's below 0, I'll complain, because that's freaking cold. I know Canadians are like, you guys are crazy. Damn near summertime. Alright, we should get our vector momentarily here.
JetBlue 516, leave Kearney heading 225. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 13 right.
Alright, 225. Leave Kearney heading 225, JetBlue 516. There we go, 225.
JetBlue 516, turn left heading 220, intercept the 13 right localizer, descend, maintain 4,700 feet, vectors for the approach.
Left heading 220, descend and maintain 4,700, intercept the localizer, JetBlue 516. You see, I speaking fast, and it understands. Maybe a little too fast. You guys are as lucky as hell. We get buried with snow and it's ridiculously cold. I moved to a warmer climate, but I don't do tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. Yeah. We had like, here in Illinois, we get, the occasional tornado. Where I am, well, it was last year, there was, what was it? There was over 20 tornadoes in a single day in the state of Illinois. That is nuts. And apparently we are in tornado. Look at that. That looks really nice.
Airport is at your 10 o'clock, 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
Do we have a field? Keep turning. Keep turning. Field. Yep. We have the field in sight, JetBlue 516. Alright, we are 13 nautical miles out.
Cleared visual approach, runway 13 right.
Cleared for the visual, JetBlue 516.
Negative, cleared visual approach, runway 13 right.
Cleared for the visual, JetBlue 516.
Negative, cleared visual approach,
Wow.
runway 13 right.
Something doesn't like it. Cleared for the visual, runway 13 right, JetBlue 516.
Negative, cleared visual approach, runway 13 right.
Cleared for the visual, runway 13 right, JetBlue 516. Wow, okay. It's awfully picky with certain ones right now.
JetBlue 516, contact San Antonio Tower 119.8.
Tower 119.18, JetBlue 516, have a great afternoon.
2005.
Negative tower on 119.8.
Tower 119.18, JetBlue 516, see ya.
Negative tower on 119.8.
As I praised it earlier, now we're having problems. Tower 119.8, JetBlue 516. Alright, doesn't like Niner. Alright, flaps coming down, we're a little hot.
Southwest 678, contact San Antonio departure.
Contact San Antonio departure.
Alright, yeah, we're definitely hot. We're gonna bring out the spoilers a little bit. San Antonio Tower, JetBlue 516 on the visual 13 right. It doesn't like Niner.
JetBlue 516, San Antonio Tower, wind tree 05 at 5, runway 13 right.
Got some
clear to
tornadoes
land.
too, that never happens. Anyone upgrading video cards? Clear for the visual 13 right, JetBlue 516. You know, I don't know. I don't think so. I was saying yesterday that I might. I don't know. This is freaking expensive. I have the 4080. So if I do anything, I'll jump to the 5080, but it won't be day one if I do. And I honestly don't think I'm going to. This 4080 served me really, really well. And for the price difference, it's crazy. Spoilers arm. Alright, AP's off my aircraft. Let's not kill anyone. I've had 2 successful, nice, smooth, silky smooth landings yesterday, so let's try to reproduce that. And now that I said that, it's not going to happen. Alright, a little bit off course. We got a little bit of crosswind. Nothing much though, 4 knots, so it shouldn't worry us too much. Zero cockpit, yeah, for sure. Alright, bring the nose up a little bit more. Still a little off course.
500.
Alright, a little high now. Let's bring it down, bring it down. Not too much though, take it easy. Little easy, take it easy. Calm it down.
100 above.
Alright, there we go. Looking better on that path.
Minimum.
Alright, we're landing.
100.
Oh yeah, this is one of the airports that has the issues.
40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
Oh, we're floating. Alright, reversers out. Yeah, if you can see, there's double lines here. This is part of the issue with Sim Update 1 right now. It's not clearing out the old, or the airports. Reversers stowed. Got a Southwest out there on the left of us. We're exiting to the right, slowing down. Spoilers are disarmed. Flaps are up.
JetBlue 516, exit right at November.
Exit right November, JetBlue 516. They seem like they've got that down better too. Sometimes it would have you all the way down at the end. Alright, where are we parking today? So you see here the double lines. This one's not as bad, but it kind of messed up. I'm not blaming it on my landing or my floating. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going?
JetBlue 516, contact ground 121.9er. Have a good day.
Ground 121.9, JetBlue 516. Have a great afternoon. Aw, didn't give me a... San Antonio ground, good morning from JetBlue 516. Ready to taxi to gate Bravo 7.
JetBlue 516, welcome to San Antonio Airport, Gate Bravo 7 taxi via Golf Hotel.
Gate 7, or sorry, Gate Bravo 7 via Golf Hotel, JetBlue 516. Alright. So, Golf, which we're on.
Southwest 2457 at gate 12. Request pushback and engine start.
I grew up in the Northeast and got sick of the Northeasterns. Northeasterns. I moved to Florida and now I get the Hurricanes. Can't win.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south. Southwest 2457.
Alright, so we got all these planes. So, John, these are AI traffic planes that Beyondatc has injected. I think it was you who were asking, right? So these are all planes that Beyondatc is controlling, and planes you're hearing in the background. So they'll move, they'll push back, they'll fly, do all kinds of plane stuff. Alright, there's United. We are Bravo 7, right ahead of us. Well, this is just an awful job me coming in here. This really bad. Alright folks, welcome to San Antonio. This is Init Builds, I think, San Antonio. If I'm correct. Alright, we go to ground services, GPU, and chocks, toggle the jetway, external power. I forgot to turn on ignition start there. Close the flight. How'd we do? We get a 10. We did alright. Did alright. How's my score still looking? 9.94. Ah, dropped by 1. It was 9.95 yesterday.
Request taxi.
Oh yeah, you know what I want to show you yesterday?
Southwest 2457.
If you have Beyondatc, how we pronounce it, they're doing a review of it.
November 10, November 1, Southwest 2457.
Like the review of 2024, so all your flights you did. See, here's mine. So I did a total of 839 flights over 567 hours. This is the ones that were only picked up by Beyondatc, okay? So that's watching Lord of the Rings, whatever it said, 61 times.
Contact San Antonio Tower 119.
Your longest flight was 1.7 hours, 710.
Over to Tower 119.8.
Oh yeah, I do. Okay, I remember doing that. There's all that. Fuel burned. $23 days, 24 flights. And then my most departed city was Minneapolis. Surprise, surprise. That's because I was using On Air with 44 flights. 1 landing inspection, so one was one that was rough. The A320, really. And then my average landing rate was 222, minus 222, really cool. I visited 465 airports, 49 countries. And favorite flight, JFK to Boston, surprise, surprise. And I was top 10 of all pilots. That's pretty sad. That shows I have no life. I'll definitely get Beyondatc. Does the link you have give you commission? No, it doesn't. But John, hold for a few days, please. I don't want to spoil anything, but hold for a few days. I don't want to say why, but just hold for a few days, if you can. More details next week. I was looking for traffic map download. Couldn't find it this morning. Let me grab it for you real quick. Let's see. Where is it now? No, I don't get commission from them. I don't want commission from them, honestly. I went down that rabbit hole with another AI team. Or another the heck is it? Another company, and I'm not going to go down that hole again. I'll get you the direct link, actually, for it. Bam. There's a direct link for it, Irishman. Anyone here buy the replica throttles, Boeing Airbus for the Bravo? You know, I thought about it. I thought about getting the Airbus ones. Right now, I just use the GA ones. I don't know, something to consider. I think you can get it from... Well, so you can get a couple. You can get some from Etsy. And then I think the Honeycomb site has them directly as well. But I know there are other third-party ones that make them. I love flying Dublin, Ireland to Manchester. Great. Oh, yeah, I've done that one a couple times. Yeah, it's a fun one. My wife and I are planning our 10-year anniversary together. And we're doing our international, it's gonna be an international flight. So our first time ever, well, my first time ever going international. She's done a couple international adventures. But so we're kind of tossed up right now between Iceland, Ireland, and Spain. Those are the three areas we're considering doing the trip to. I am really leaning towards Ireland. I think she was saying Spain. I think that's where she's thinking. But she's been to Iceland. She's been to the UK when she was a child. Just a mere little lass. But I'm kind of leaning towards Ireland. Looks beautiful. I have a coworker that recently has been there a couple times. And he sent me some pictures and it just looks gorgeous. I think it'd be so cool. So nice to go to. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But we have about a year and a half. Well, I'd say probably a year, probably more like a year to make our final decision on where we're gonna go to. It's all empty now. Oh yeah, see here? This isn't water from the plane. This is just because it's not clearing out the airports right now in Sim Update 1. You see, we have a transparent plane on the ground. This kind of looks weird though. It kind of looks 3D-ish at the back. So we zoom out farther. Yeah, that's not Beyond ATC. Those aren't Beyond ATC planes. That's just the satellite imagery. That's supposed to be exempt for the sim, for the airports, but it's not. Like you see all here, all this stuff here. That's all these cars. That's the satellite imagery. That's supposed to be exempt, but it's not right now. Jeez, I didn't know it was that bad over here. So that's really the only problem right now with Sim Update 1 that I found, at least, is that. And it's not a game changer issue. You know, you'll see duplicate markings on the ground. Just, you know, go by your instruments for landing and all will be fine. Ireland all day. Country sign is amazing. Irish says Spain is better. Irish says Spain is better. I like that. Oh, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm leaning towards Ireland. I just gotta find ways to convince her. She's not against it. She's not against it. I think pricing will play a factor into it, of course. What we'll end up doing, probably using our tax money, and then you know, figure out what season to go to it as well. But either way, I think it'd be fun. Either way, I'm excited. I gotta first get my passport. I guess that's kind of important. So I can leave the country and then come back into the country. Is there a way to slow down your mouse movements while you're in cockpit? Yes, there is. It is under settings. And it's under, what is it under? Flight interactions, is it? No. Which one is it now? Oh, here, yeah. It's just under camera. So you can adjust here. So these would be the move. So you just free look. If you just slow these down or drop these down a little bit, it would then slow down the movement in the cockpit. So that's how you do it on the PC. I don't know about the Xbox, but I was sure you're on PC, I think, right? Pretty sure on PC. But yeah, that would definitely do that. You can also, for the cameras itself, like the external stuff, you can adjust it. So by default, when you first load into it, the speeds will be this instead of you know, whatever they are right now. Well, this is what they are right now, but you can adjust them so they're different. Aer Lingus doing cheap flights right now. Yeah, the Aer Lingus would be really fun. Really fun to fly on. Be really cool. But yeah, so camera and then here to do it. But like I said, with Sim Update 1, one of the best features that they added is the ability to have a live weather in whatever time of day your heart desires. Yeah, the night lighting is so cool in 2024. It's freaking amazing. Like, that looks so realistic. I know people complain that the airport lights, you know, are a little bright. But like out here, man, that looks so cool. So realistic. I don't know. This sim, man. This sim is gorgeous. Track IR all day. I just can't get into the VR for flight sim. I have a Quest 2. That's probably why, but I do have a Tobii eye tracker, but it kind of works funky with 2024 right now. So there's who was it? I think it was Jay that gave me tips of how to make it work, and Tobii put a page up for it as well. You have to use another tracking software, and it's just more steps than I want to do. So for now, I'm fine with not using it. I do miss it though, but I normally only use it in the cockpit itself. So normally I use it for taxiing, so I can just kind of look around, you know, see where the planes are going, and then I disable it from that point. And sometimes I'll do it on approach too, kind of sightseeing. But either way, it's cool. But thanks everyone for coming in today. Do appreciate it. Next stream will be on likely on Tuesday. I will expect, well, I will be getting a video up on the channel, I think this weekend. Don't hold me to that though, but I think this weekend for the first giveaway. And then John, for you, should be something coming up as well. So keep an eye on the channel for that sometime over the next couple days, just waiting on last minute stuff. But yeah, either way, again, thanks everyone for watching. Another fun, exciting stream here in Flight Sim 2024. Hopefully next week we'll have a 737 pop on into 2024. I'm not holding my breath to it, but who knows? VR for DCS only. VR for DCS only. It looks bad on MSNS 2020-24. I'd fall out of my chair. I'd turn to VR. My cousin had bought the PlayStation VR headset since it works on PC, and so we did try it in 2020, and I was impressed. I think it's OLED. I think it's OLED lenses. I was impressed with the visual clarity. Like, it was impressive. The only thing was the FPS was a bit rough, but I didn't, you know, do any optimization, nothing like that. It was just, you know, plug and play, kind of see how it would look. But it was very clear, very good looking. It was just stutter mess though. It was like 25 FPS. But yeah, either way. Okay, anyways, thanks everyone for watching as always. We'll see you next week. Take care.